Hello everybody, my name is Blue, and I'm bringing you guys this video from CasNet. We were on hiatus for like a week, and I didn't post a video. Blue didn't post a video there for a while. But no worries guys, we got a video finally going up there. This is a patch analysis for Dota 2. This is the name of this official name for this video is game analysis. And the reason why I did that so it can be as general as possible, but it's going to be Dota 2 related for this specific video, which is why I have two people joining me with this one. Those two people are commentators or previously commentators for Dota 2. I say that because Smoif has been on the break for a little bit, but I'll let them introduce themselves. So we'll start with Smoif.
Hey guys, I'm Smoif. Glad to be here.
And the next one is Dragon Drop.
I was here third.
Yes. He was here third, which is why he went third. But the reason why you guys don't see like video cameras off is because I didn't think that would be a good idea. So you're just gonna watch this little circle talk, and I'm actually joking about that. But if you guys have been living under a rock, kind of like how Smoif has been, no offense, but he has, then you guys might not have known that a Dota 2 patch is about to be around the corner. This is called the official Techies update. It's not super huge and super meaty or anything, but it has Techies in it, so it's reason enough to make a video. There. Right? Am I right, guys?
Yeah, a lot of people seem to think so. That it's gonna wreck the pop games forever.
It will change the meta, so that way the meta will be no longer a meta. It'll just be
a giant pool of blurk.
A giant pool of blurk is a good way to put it.
What I can't wait to see is like somebody going to ward and then just exploding.
Why is that, Smoif? Stasis traps? What are those?
No, not stasis traps. Yo, it's the landmines. It's all about the landmines.
I don't even know what those are.
Well,
but anyway.
I saw a GIF on Reddit with a Dazzle with Shallow Grave and a Blade Mail going over a batch of landmines.
Well,
gonna be the designated counter for that.
That sounds sick.
Blade Mail counter Techies? No.
Techies, you have mines there? One sec. Let me show you how to really walk through mines.
And that is how we go through. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hide my toolbar up here, but it doesn't really matter. So this is the official page that we see right here. This is the Dota 2 page, and you guys can see all my bookmarks up there. Shout out to you, Sheever. Hi, Sheever. Still watching you and stuff. But yeah, this is the official Techies page, and it has all the patch notes. Like I said, it's not a whole bunch there, but Techies is there. So what we'll do to make everything as awesome as possible is I'll go ahead and just have everybody just let me know what are you guys' first impression of Techies, because I've never played Dota 1. I didn't know Techies was a thing until somebody kept saying remove Techies or can't wait for Techies or in before Techies, like, you know, a year ago. I was like, oh, Techies is cool, and then I realized that's a horrible thing to say in the community. So yeah, well, what about you guys' first impressions of Techies in general, because this patch is mainly Techies.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
There's a hero called Anti-Mage, and there's a hero called That hero is Techies. Unless you're playing
Anti-Fun?
then he's very, very fun.
Anti-Fun is not Anti-Fun.
Alright.
I think Anti-Mage is very fun.
Uh-huh.
Until he plays against me. All I gotta say is whenever I play support, I usually play supports, and Anti-Mage is there. He usually destroys my face, no matter what I do, even at level 1. Because I'm just that bad at Dota. Anyway, so Dragon Drop, what about you?
Well, I've only really played Techies once in a bot game, as that is already possible, and I don't know, it's probably just because I try to play him as any old regular hero, but you can't really last hit with him, so it's not gonna work, so it's probably either just secure first blood YOLO style with the Suicide Squad, and just place down mines everywhere, which can be easily countered with a single sentry board, or a couple of sentry boards.
Yeah,
oh, sorry, go ahead, Smoif.
You gotta place mines in YOLO places where people don't expect them, and then they just walk through and just die. So like, okay, there's like shit where this is what I remember from when I played Dota 1. So you go to the secret shop and you plant mines there, and then when you run away, you run into the secret shop. They run after you and explode, and like stuff like that.
That's literally how it works, isn't it?
I guess you'd have to keep an eye on the important places. Like rune wards will be more important, just to be able to see, hey, Techies is there, and now he's not, so he probably placed a mine, then comes
Right.
back, places another mine. And so if you're able to see that, then you're able to recognize where the probable mine spots are.
Mm-hmm. And like there was a few comments made inside of Reddit because despite the fact that I've been bad on posting videos for a lot of things, I've been reading Reddit mostly every day, and a lot of the posts initially, like when it was coming around to time, because it said end of September or end of August is when Techies was going to come out. So the closer it got, the more posts about Techies came up, and there were comments saying after like the first month or so, you'll kind of get over the fact that Techies is there. Mainly because you'll know the general spots, like not to run between the tree and the river on the bottom lane because that's probably where you place mine. That's a common spot for supports to run around and try to harass. And not to go to secret shop by yourself without a sentry ward because you're probably going to die. So after like the first month of people knowing that and learning that that's actually true, I think, yeah, I agree. You would just say, okay, whatever, I just don't go there.
Yeah, apart from that, later on in the game, you can counter that with a gem.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you have to be careful about not feeding the gem, etc., etc., but it's always the case when you go for that kind of item. Another thing that you can do is pick a hero of any sort of summons, like Nature's Prophet, Lycanthrope.
Visage.
Visage.
No, I think
work?
Visage's things fly, so they don't actually trigger mines.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that counts. Does it count?
They would, if they trigger, they would still die, I believe.
Well, I mean, no, but like they have like a million magic resist. I'm just saying. Like there was ult bounce between the two of them, they don't feel it.
I remember in Dota 1, certain heroes weren't affected by mines because they had flying status. So Jakiro, for example, and Puck, and like basically every hero that's like a flying bird thing isn't affected by mines. Like the stepping mines, like take his first skill. I don't know if it works that way anymore.
So does that mean OD, Jakiro, and Puck is going to be like a legit counterpick to Techies?
Well, I don't know if okay, when I played Dota 1, that was a thing. I don't know if they changed that so it explodes on flying bird things. Mm-hmm. Like,
well, if it does, it would kill them as the damage is composite damage and not magic damage for both the Suicide Squad attack and the normal landmines.
Right, which you can see right here. So anyway, like I said, this patch is primarily Techies, so that's where I spend a lot of time. Like all the other things are things that like victories for the Reddit community because I saw the post there as well. But we'll get to those in a moment. But first, Techies. The ability is going down the list for Techies, who's at long last coming. And by the way, guys, I gotta go ahead and say this. According to the internet, Techies is literally just a range creep with suicide. That's really all he is.
Yeah, and he's laying mines.
I'm just saying, literally just a range. No.
All you need is Blink Dagger, and then you just Blink Dagger suicide. I remember.
Wait, it becomes really interesting because you can have all the strategies to go through. Like I said, the landmines. I'm really waiting for like the day that we see Techies in like pro play, where people just pick Techies and literally just do some jungling. Like they don't even bother the lanes, but people are afraid to walk around because they know there might be a mine there. So you can have some crazy mind games with the landmines, and I'm waiting for that.
Mine game?
Oh, wife, don't stop. That's my job. That's my job.
Also, landmines hurt towers.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do like a lot of damage to towers.
No. Oh, yeah, it's composite, right? Okay. But still, come on, that's like okay. Stasis Trap, his other ability. It's like Tempo Assassin's Trap, but better because it doesn't slow you, it stops you, but it takes a lot of the trigger.
Again, when the Stasis Trap is triggered, you can actually walk up and plant landmines. Like I remember being able to do that.
Mm-hmm. And actually, because this patch is primarily about Techies, like I said before, I'm actually going to bring up a page so we can see more details about Techies over here. So give me a moment so I can. Wait, no, that's the wrong page. That awkward moment when you do the wrong thing twice.
But yeah,
anyway, continue.
First skill.
Mm-hmm.
Techies' first skill is auto first blood because it does 750 damage. Level 1.
Is it magic or is it composite? Is that composite? Is that composite?
What?
Is that magic or is that composite?
The Suicide Squad or what?
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Alright,
Suicide
for
Squad.
everybody who's wondering what Kublai's doing right now,
Suicide Squad.
I'm trying to bring out the page in the proper way so we can see it. There we go. This is the wiki page for Techies, so we can see all the funny details that I love to go ahead and drool over. And we got landmines is composite damage.
Spleen.
Suicide Squad is composite damage. Wow, okay. That's composite damage too.
Oh, it was 750 when I played Techies in Thing. Now it's 650.
Yeah, 650 at level 1, full damage, and partial damage is 350. But composite damage, that means it gets decreased by armor and magic resist. Is that correct?
I didn't know that.
Composite is weird, but yeah. It feels
So basically, composite damage goes through magic immunity, but it's decreased by magic resist and armor, respectively. Like it's like 50% of it is decreased by this, and 50% is by that. So long story short, I don't know if we'll see as many First Bloods as we expect to see. But then again, I didn't play Dota 1, so I wouldn't know the pain of Suicide Squad.
Well, it's definitely a good early nuke that you can have to secure First Blood. On most supports, you just need a little bit of extra damage to make sure that you got the kill, and a little bit of lockdown to make sure that you can get in range. So any sort of support with stun can do that.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe just Techies if he gets 20 right clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting damage is what, 35?
I don't know. It's really bad. His right click damage. Where is it?
Absolutely awful.
I can't see it on here surprisingly. Wait, where would it be? It would be his base attack time is like the crappiest in the game as well. 1.7 I think is the highest. So that's plus the average. His base damage is between 29 and 31.
Wow, I'm so impressed by that.
But his attack range is 700. Come on, you gotta give him something for that.
Yeah, so you shoot like little like peanuts.
He's literally a range creep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, and as far as Techies, like I said, this is all about Techies, so I'm just going to stick on the wiki page for this part. I wanted to go through the trivia, so I'm going to read through this, but while I do that, I want you guys to gather as much grief as you possibly can foretell that what Techies is going to cause.
Okay, I'm just going to go to a YouTube video and type Techies briefing, and then...
Just Techies everything?
Techies briefing.
Well, I think it's just going to probably be super annoying for a while until people either just block pick it and all pick or just move on to other game modes. Plenty of game modes that are still a lot of fun.
Actually, there's another Reddit post posted as well. I need to find it, but it was like the 7 stages of Techies. And, 3-lane highway, the 7 stages of Techies. This was posted by PC Gamer. And I'll go ahead and show this article as well because I'm trying to give everybody credit where credit is due. And it's freaking awesome because I read it and I thought it was true. I'll also post a link in the video afterwards so you guys can check it out as well. And if I can ever manage to do things correctly. Where is it? 3-lane highway, 7 stages. There we go. So this is the this is the post right here. And basically it's saying that it's like the 7 steps of accepting, or of 7 steps of recovery or whatever. 7 steps you take for everything, and it's basically applying that to Techies, and I thought it was pretty darn true. Basically, like step 1 is shotgun denial, step 2 is pain and guilt, step 3 is anger and bargaining. It's when you just say, you know what, I'm mad when somebody picks Techies, but it's okay because I understand that they probably don't know how to play well. And then reflection and loneliness is step 4. It's basically the 7 steps. It's really funny. I highly recommend everybody read it. It's really great. I'll pass it in Skype so you guys can check it out. But that happened, so I do agree with you, Drag and Drop. It will be like a small, brief period where everybody's like, not really knowing what to do, but we'll eventually get to a point where nobody really cares.
Yeah, I don't think Techies is particularly good. That's the problem. Like, he's very squishy. He's his attack is very, very good.
Sarcastically?
Yeah, it's almost good. Most of his skills are countered, and by most I mean all are countered by sentries.
Or blade mail.
Yeah, and gem and stuff. It's like
But see, so it's like even on that point, we can also extend this to Riki. Riki's essentially the same thing. He's basically countered by sentry wards. His
Yeah.
only benefit is that he can probably rape your face if you don't have the right items.
Yeah, if nothing else, this is gonna teach any pop hero to invest in detection.
What
Oh,
is
man.
It's
really
a good
good
thing
though?
ultimately.
People might buy wards. No.
Yay!
What is what is good though is you get a lot of vision from techies. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, the sight range for Stasis Trap is 400, 400, and I think the mines, I think they have a vision range of, I want to say the same, but I don't see it listed. I don't see it listed.
And
Oh
as
yeah,
we know,
64, 64. So basically, landmines you can see a pixel, and Stasis Trap you can see about Omni Knight's degen aura range, which I think is really nice. That's actually pretty good.
yeah. So this is actually legit because we all know how important
Hmm.
vision is to Dota. So
Hmm.
having a mine like the stasis trap that can actually, reveal a large AOE, that
Hmm.
might not be a bad skill to actually skill, early.
Right.
But what I remember happening with Techies was that Techies would almost never get levels, and then he would be really shitty.
Which is going to bring me to our next question. Like I said, and for everybody who's wondering why the heck we're still talking about techies for a patch analysis, because this patch is really short, and literally this patch is techies anyway. So we're spending a little bit more time talking about him than the other things, which we'll get to momentarily. But first, I need to pose this question to you guys. As far as techies go, my impression that he was used as a ganker because he walks around, he can explode, and then woo, free kill like astronomical amounts of damage. But do you think we're going to see techie supports? Like is that a thing? I don't even know if it's a thing.
Well, I don't think he's viable in a core position, so at most four.
Yeah.
Like
At
that
most four?
support that just is YOLOing around instead of buying wards or supporting. I mean, it's not a lane support, right? Not really.
Mm-hmm.
You have to walk up right into the lane to place a ward, and not a ward, a mine.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll always be seen and can be countered or at least avoided.
Right.
So yeah, if you get on top of techies, what is he really gonna do? I mean, he can suicide if he has that skill, but
Right. And another thing about a Suicide Squad attack. Yeah, Suicide Squad attack. One thing I'll say about that is that it has
One
it
sec,
has
guys.
a very long cooldown, like about a Bloodstone cooldown, I think. And also on top of that, its range is not as good as. Well, I mean, I'm glad it's pretty short, but I think it's like 650 is what we saw, or is that the damage? Give me a second. Let me switch back over to it. Too many buttons. Suicide Squad attack range is 500 for partial, 200 for for full. So you basically need a blink dagger or phase boots or both, which are both expensive. So yeah, Dragon, anything?
no,
Nope, nothing. I agree.
no, just no.
So just no. So we're basically preparing our bodies for techies. That's what we're doing right now. That's what's
I'm just
happening.
playing some Dota.
I can't wait till
before
Techie shows
everything
up
goes
in a
to
ability draft. Wait till Techie shows up in a ability draft.
Oh god.
Get anti-mages blink and then suicide. Oh man, it's gonna be horrible.
There are plenty of game modes to choose from that are still fun.
Hmm. Like random draft, which is actually the next part. That's a perfect transition. Good job, man. Let's go back into the patch notes. We do need to actually go through the rest of the patch, which we can actually get to all random ability draft, which is important because actually, damn it, sorry, wrong button. One of these days I'll hit the right button, guys. There we go. All right. So we are here with the patch notes. We see techies. Yay, techies. Cool. All random deathmatch is news in the update, or new in the update. Have you seen all random deathmatch played, Drag and Drop?
Nope.
Never?
But I'm really excited for it. It sounds like I just really read about it now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really exciting. Just the notion of having a new hero all the time and just go straight for those kind of team fights instead of just playing Dota. I mean, you still play Dota, but not in the normal way.
Right. It's an unusual version of Dota,
Yeah.
and like it's interesting because like Smoif and I actually we had an opportunity to cast it like it was still like I know some people happened to get into it, and we casted a legitimate match of all random deathmatch, and I posted on YouTube. I'm trying to get the link for it. But it was really hectic to keep up with as a caster, but it was really fun to watch at the end of the day because, somebody who's playing like a carry, a anti-mage or something like that, like on their first life, and then they had like a battle fury and something like that. Then they died and they got a crystal maiden. It was hilarious. So much rage, such funny. Wow. So I'm excited about that one. Smurf isn't here sadly. So wait, Smurf, are you there?
Where did he go?
He had to go do stuff because he's living life.
Oh god, I'm playing Dota right now. I'm not exactly paying attention.
Gallery of the Triumphs is what is this? Yeah, whenever you accomplish a feat, you get a thing. Cool. It sounds like achievements.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that point?
That's on. Which one?
The one you just mentioned. I don't know.
That's the official patch. That's the one we're looking at.
No.
Too many tabs.
Oh,
Bro,
the Weaver has support. All right.
It's like, bro, do you even scroll? Everything good?
Yep.
Alright, so like I said, Gallery of Triumphs, I basically didn't read through this beforehand, but let's see, what is it saying? Looks like I said, it looks like trophies and achievements, which is cool. So when you do something awesome, you get trophies and... Sweet! That's nice to have some incentive. I don't know if you guys were here during the beta days of Dota, but there was an achievement called Win 1 Match. There's another achievement called Win 10 Matches, and another achievement called Eat a Tree or Vegetarian or something like that. And
yeah.
I still have yet to get those achievements because they were locked, and I couldn't unlock them. So I played.
Yeah, I was so annoyed because I was eating so many trees when I didn't need to.
Exactly. I played so many games of Dota. I played only 3,000 hours of Dota, and I still have yet to win a match. Sounds about right, right?
About right, yeah. For you at least, yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
okay. That hate Dota. The All Hero Challenge is another thing. It says, do you have what it takes to win with every hero in the game? Basically, it's like the official, or Valve recognizing that people were doing A to Z video series, and they were trying to make it official, so that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do that too. Just
the A to Z Hero Challenge?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, do you know how bad that is? It's like, if you win with them, you have to keep playing them, and then once you lose, you have to switch. Or I think it's the other way around.
I don't know. If I'm
you have
not
to keep playing until you win.
listening because it's awful, then I can... I've been meaning to do that on my own anyway. So...
As a commentator, do you think it's a fun video series to do?
Well, in these kind of video series, it's not less about the thing itself and more about the players who do it.
Just to watch someone who plays support like me all the time has to play Nature's Prophet.
Oh, I mean the persons. I mean, like I really enjoyed the A through Z challenge from Sunsman and Sinrun, for example.
Right.
Because they're just super hilarious doing it. And the same goes for what Cap and Melk have got going on as well now for Join Dota. Just because it's an interesting format. I mean, they both play one game, and when they die, they have to switch. So, know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the personalities, which is what makes all Let's Plays fun to watch. Okay, fair enough. All right, the next part of the Compendium update, next part is the Compendium update section. Assured victory shoutouts. So that means that for every hero that we see, it's in the bag in their voice settings. We can finally do it now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like pre-game, you can say, we got this in the bag. It's like, first pick Techies, in the bag.
I was kind of hoping that it would be like that you wouldn't have to do it immediately before the horn blows, because it's really hard to tell sometimes. But I guess it's the... yeah. Because you don't know what kind of teammates you have, right? Unless you stack with a couple of friends. So if you're stuck with idiots and you're just flaming everyone, then I mean you're not gonna win with that kind of attitude, right? So
exactly. So okay.
Good. Yeah, well, but I guess it's part of the risk. Just makes it less interesting for me because, yeah.
Right,
I
right,
know
right.
I'm not that good of a player that I could carry everyone all the time, so.
Team too heavy, need to carry more. But I mean, like honestly, I do want to take a step back and look at it from a community perspective. Do you think this is going to cause issues with people saying, "Oh my gosh, stop taunting, we're going to lose," and then like, "We got this in the bag." Like, do you foresee more rage popping out of that, or more trolling
Mm,
popping out of that?
well, it's the real problems only get to. I actually mean from the peoples that do the taunts and then get their game messed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly not conductive to a better atmosphere in that regard, and I would absolutely sign that notion.
Hmm.
Because if you're the kind of player that is already raging in not even ranked matchmaking,
You're raising an ability draft, not
yeah.
me. Okay, I had a moment. I had a moment because like we were losing
Um,
the game. And, okay, anyway, sorry. Go
yeah.
ahead, keep going.
I mean, there's people that just keep raging up because they're losing, because someone is not as good as they think they are at
Hmm.
playing a game.
Hmm.
And if they are taunting and they maybe have like 20 points already stacked up and they're about to lose because of some silly things, because of someone not playing as good as they could be,
Hmm.
then yeah.
Oh, and also it's like a really nice little mechanic to it. I just finished reading all the way through it, but it says if your predictions are right, then your victory comes out your way. You earn a point, and if you get the eviction, or if you say we got this in the bag in the beginning of the game, and you get it wrong, then your counter goes back to 0. As in, like if you guys lose after you taunt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's a cool little mechanic. Maybe somebody's gonna try to like stack all their we got this in the bag counts and try to get the highest count. And I'm gonna wait for the day where somebody has like 1,000 of those, and they say we got this in the bag, and they lose. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I guess.
So next part is gonna be Squint and Laughs Taunt for Techies. So we got another taunt set. Battle Glory Kill Banner. So it's like you can customize your kill banner. This is starting to look like Han to me. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Because I know Han, you can customize your Rampage banners or kill banners, which I mean, it's a way to get Valve to get more money. I guess I can't be too offended or too meh about it.
Yeah, well, it's a nice effect. I saw it on the video, that kill banner thing.
Mm-hmm. Next part is the International 2014 Music Pack, which is hearing the songs right at the moment can often turn the tide of the battle. Owners of this year's Compendium for the International will have access to the epic new music composed by the award-winning artist, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's really cool. Dragon, what are your impressions? Because my impressions are jaded, but...
To be honest, I haven't actually been able to listen to that music yet. I kind of forgot that there was a thing. But yeah, some new music is nice. I mean, the Dota music is great. If you keep hearing the same tunes over and over again with the amount of hours that the likes of us, are playing, or casting or anything, then can get on your nerves a little bit.
Yeah, especially like for me, I always hear the death song a lot. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
But my main thing, the reason why I'm slightly jaded, because I did mention that before, is because I actually went into the files and just like pulled all the sound files anyway, so I already had all the music. So maybe this one's like the composed version, so this is gonna be like the orchestra version. So it's gonna be kind of cool. I guess I can't complain. Free music.
Yep.
Legally. All right, and now we're on to the actual changes as far as the patch details changes, additional changes. Dragon, could I please have you go through the first 2 for me, please?
Additional changes, yeah. General removed waiting for spectators in private lobbies, which is great for us casters because sometimes it's just that one spectator that is holding up 20 other guys from getting started. So,
Dragon, how many freaking join Dota or not
too
join?
many,
Sorry,
too
the
many,
join Dota
too many
games.
games.
It's like we need one person to load and it fails. There's like 15 people in the lobby. One person fails. We all get kicked out, and then we do it again.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard enough to get the players to be on time in the first place. So, having extra problems like that, it's not going to be useful.
All right, and the next one?
Next one, increased low priority ban rate for players who receive high numbers of reports. So, more faster, low priority, or what?
Basically,
Oh,
what I'm
I
thinking.
don't even know what to make of that.
What I'm thinking is saying, what I'm hoping is saying is that if you receive a high number of reports, but like, because it was told to me once that if like you have a party of 5 people and you guys all report somebody in the game on the enemy side, they're only gonna fill one report count because like you're ganging up on them. So I'm really hoping that this is talking about like if you receive high number of reports, as in like you played 10 games and you got reported in 9 of those 10 games, then you have a high amount of reports. Where as opposed to you got reported by 6 people in one game, 2 people in one game, one person in the other game, one person in the other game. That counts as a high number of reports because I don't. Sometimes I feel like people just hate you because you won and they report you. I gotta admit, I almost did it once. I didn't actually do it, but it was a very stressful game. So that sounds like it. Well, like I said, my interpretation is if you get a high number of like consistent reports, like if you're consistent getting reported all the time for like communication abuse, then you'll be in low priority queue for a little bit longer than you were before.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, user interface. Added many new loading screen tips.
Hang on.
I think it's great because I totally didn't know that if you alt-clicked an item, it will ping the item. And I also didn't know that if you shift-click, you can have moves go in succession. And of course, I say that sarcastically, but I do say that with some truth because there was a point where I didn't know you could shift-click.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to mute some of these teammates because they keep shouting at me for not doing things because I'm.
What, are you playing Dota right now?
Yeah, I'm playing Dota right now because I kind of thought that Smorf was here to pick up Song of the Slack so I could do like off time. No.
Dedication. Are you trying to play against? Do you see Techies in your game?
No.
No.
Thanks, Scar of Mage, supporting people.
Okay. All right. So
anyway,
continue
yeah.
on.
Main
Okay.
tips. Most of the tips I already knew. Can't really think of one that I didn't. But for new players, it's absolutely great to have these kind of things because a lot of people just. It's hard to figure those out if you're not browsing Reddit or browsing any sort of tips forums or guides or whatever. I mean, how would you know that clicking a friendly minion or friendly creep would reset the tower aggro?
Yeah.
If you're a new player, it's absolutely no way to find that out in the normal gameplay because normally you wouldn't do that. Maybe by accident, but then you'd have to do it a couple of times to really realize that that would be a thing. So yeah, absolutely great. I mean, I've heard people complain about that because it's yeah, I don't really know why you would.
Exactly. Like that's the
Anything that
point.
helps new players, right?
That's the point I was gonna piggyback on from you. Is like basically, it's something that's cool to have. I mean, it's a loading screen anyway. It's just a picture. You might as well put something useful up there. Those tips, like I said, we all might know already, but there's also a danger of knowing. It's very dangerous to know how to do something and then try to teach somebody else how to do it, unless you have the perspective of okay, they may not know everything. So what we may say is common sense, as where you can you can have your TPs bought with a right click on your little bar at the bottom of your UI. Somebody new might not know that. They might go to the shop, try to find the TP scrolls, click on it, and then hit the buy button because they're noobs. For now.
Yep.
So the danger of knowing is very dangerous. Anyway, I do like the fact that they added more now, so they're actually putting more push behind it, and it's going to help the community overall because, like I said, there are a lot of people who didn't know about the shift queuing. I actually knew about it from StarCraft, but I didn't think it existed in Dota.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one, fixed and adjusted several tooltips and ability descriptions. Thank freaking God. I hope Tinker's Boots Travel Ghost After TP BS is one of those. Because I swear to you guys, it said at one point in time, I don't know if they changed it now because it says they might have changed it, that if you Ghost After and you start TPing, then the TP breaks the ghost. That is how it's supposed to work. But if you Ghost After and then you Boots Travel, then the ghost stays and you can continue teleporting. I think that's complete and utter BS because it's going against itself. It doesn't mention that at all. So hopefully they fix that one.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that, those minor things that make you think, all right, this particular spell is going to work or should work well in that situation. And sometimes for newer players, it's probably not going to be as significant because they don't really know what's going on anyway.
Yeah, right.
For more experienced players, Things that are unexpected like that can cost you a death or two because you think it's going on one way and you maybe already forgot that it was not because I haven't played that hero in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, and it's frustrating. But like when it's like you said, it's little things that they can change to help make the whole entire experience better. And anything to make the experience a little bit better, I'm all for. Even if it's just something as tiny as fixing tooltips, which is great. Next one is alt-clicking on an item in the enemy's inventory now informs your teammates that the enemy has that item. So.
Yeah, that's also something that's just added convenience. I mean, they've added that for your own items and abilities just to have that those timers, right?
They made it beneficial for all. And I'm sorry. Yeah, you go and keep playing. I'll take the next few. But yeah, that's a very nice thing. And I don't know about you guys, but whenever I play Dota, I play support, and I'm usually yelling over the all chat saying, or not all chat, yelling over the chat in my group saying, oh, this item, this person's this item, or this person's building that. Naga's building Radiant or something like that. And now I can just ping it and say, Naga has a relic.
Yeah. It's just streamlining the entire process.
Mm-hmm. It makes it consistent overall, because why can't I alt-click their items? Moving on to the next one, alt-clicking on the buyback button or your gold will notify your team that your current buyback status, which is great. But like I said, consistency, we're all about that. Yeah. Items may now be dropped from stash while dead, which is also great because the way like you could basically do that before, but then they took it away because they saw people were cheating, like buying some observer wars and then giving them to their teams. But it didn't matter because you can cheat with air quotes anyway by dragging or buying another item, like buying something cheap to make your stash show up, and then swapping one item from your stash to your inventory, and then taking that item from your stash to the courier, and then dropping it from the courier. So that's something I figured out through many games of playing support and needing to get wars on the map and being dead. So it's kind of cool. It's cool they added that back.
Yeah.
All right, and Dragon, this one's for you. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's just it's not a whole lot of other things that is that useful for. I mean, you can buy awards for the team when you're dead. You can maybe buy TP scrolls for someone else. Mm-hmm. It's a minor thing.
Yeah, it's convenient.
It's convenient. It can make the difference sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Can definitely make that process a lot more faster. And Dragon, this one's for you, man. Fix replay highlight real transition graphics getting stuck on sometimes.
Hang on, I just have to kill this Jakiro.
Okay, just casually kill Jakiro. Alright, I'll let you do that. And while you do that, the reason I wanted this one for Dragon is because I think you and a few other people like to use the first-person view when you do introductions of people, and that causes issues in Dota TV because if you make the first-person view and you casting, then the spectators view get stuck there. So I think that's what it's referring to, or maybe something similar. It says replay highlight real transition graphics getting stuck. I've actually seen that once before, so I guess I was on the wrong trail. So my apologies. But anyway, on the Dota little symbol, I think the Dota symbol used to get stuck sometimes, and that's actually great that they fixed that. Makes it more pretty now. End of that one. Is Jakiro dead yet?
No, I'm dead.
Didn't have enough mana for ult?
Yes, fix the bug and bug fix is always nice. I mean, I don't normally use that showcase view to introduce players just because there's usually a chance that you might just miss any sort of first blood because if you go into that kind of view, you miss the overview essentially. Mm-hmm. Especially if both teams are just going at each other in one of the jungles early on. So just to make it, also just because it bugs out sometimes. But if you just click on the tower,
oh man, I hate that.
I mean, it's also annoying and something that I like to avoid. Yeah.
And also as a point of clarification, I was mentioned before that you may have missed because you're occupado with trying to kill Jakiro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Was that was actually referring to a highlight reel where the symbol would get stuck in the middle screen, which I've seen that before. So they fixed that one. All right, another bug fix is fix a bug in the coaching UI where the help text sometimes overlaps the student checkboxes, rendering them unusable. I've actually seen a Reddit post about that one. I've seen a Reddit post about that.
Oh God.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's all I was gonna say about that one. Moving on to the next section, which is items. Player can no longer drop or take other players' unshareable items on the courier, which is great. I saw a Reddit post about that. I'm gonna go find that Reddit post for a second. Dragon, I want you to, if you don't mind, just let me know what you think about that specific change.
Yeah, I haven't run into that too much, but I have seen reports that being the case, and just taking out this kind of potential for trolling is just necessary for the enjoyment of a lot of people's games. I mean, as I mentioned, it hasn't happened to me personally, but I can really see how this could be a problem. Just people messing with your items.
Yeah. I mean, preventive measures, like whenever, I'm all about preventive measures, especially when it's like preventing someone from doing something potentially stupid. Just because they're upset and they can, then they just like buy 1,000 sentry wards and take all your items, and then they like put the sentry wards there and they hide your items in trees. I mean, that's, I've seen that happen. It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen it happen. I also saw the Reddit post about that, which is actually kind of cool to see that people post Reddit posts about this and then Valve acts on it. Which this kind of seems really fast because I swear I read that Reddit post like a week ago, and here's the patch, and it happens to be there.
Yeah,
Right,
there's a good chance that they might have had that on radar anyway. But I guess it's not a big change on the technical side to make anyway. So
yeah, no, of course not. And the next one was actually another Reddit post that I saw, but I'll read it first. It says players can no longer store other players' unshareable items in their stash. And that is actually really, really, really funny because there was another post where basically Tiny was building an Item Scepter, and he had a point booster, point booster, and for some reason Wisp had the point booster on them, like they were the same team. Wisp had the point booster, and then Wisp dropped the point booster to do something, and then like some Kunkka or somebody came up and stole the point booster on the enemy side, and then they just like say, haha, I took your point booster, lol. So Tiny didn't really know what was going on. Tiny has 3 pieces to his Item Scepter in his stash. He's like, oh crap, my point booster's gone. Oh well, I'll just save up, go for a point booster. Kunkka goes back to his base, puts Tiny's point booster in his stash, and all of a sudden the item creates an Item Scepter in Kunkka's stash.
What?
Exactly. Exactly, that's what happened. So basically, Tiny just lost 4,200 gold because Kunkka stole a 1,200 gold item.
All right.
That was the whole entire scenario. So basically, by this simple thing of not allowing other players to put unshareable items in their stash, prevents that completely. So that's kind of cool.
So I just took a lot of damage from something.
So that like legit happened. I'm gonna find that article I'm gonna find that Reddit post and post it up here or list it as well, so you guys can take a look at that. But that was actually really funny. That I see that patch, that specific change here, relevant to that specific exploit, if you want to put it like that. Alright, so the next one, items on heroes controlled by players who have disconnected but not yet abandoned can no longer be dropped from their inventories. And that one is, guys, surprise, another Reddit post that I read. Like I swear all these item changes are like Reddit posts that I've just literally seen over the course of the last 2 weeks. And basically someone had an instance where they DC'd for like 2 minutes because, the internet dropped or something like that, and they came back into the game, and when they came back, somebody took all the items from their inventory, and they just wouldn't give them up. Like it was somebody who was griefing, they thought the game was over anyway. So the person B or douchebag A took all the items from person or the hero of the story and wouldn't give them back at all. And there was nothing that the person who was the hero of the story, the person who got DC'd, could do about it. And he had yet to be fully DC'd, so he was basically posting Reddit posts, and people were giving support, saying, "Yeah, we agree. There should be some measure put in." And then other people arguing like, "Oh, don't DC, you noob," or something like that.
Well, you can DC for genuine reasons. I mean, I've DC'd before because of some weird Dota, just Dota network being annoying. I've had to DC for like 6 or 7 minutes as well, and then I came back and ended up winning the game still.
Nice.
So, I mean, if you're already abandoned, it's all right, I guess, because if you abandon, it's actually better for the team than if you didn't abandon. and just you just were to keep coming back
Uh-huh.
for some reason, then for a minute, and then disconnect again, because simply because all the gold that you get passively and all the gold that you have is being shared among your teammates.
Right,
So
right.
what you usually do when someone in your team abandons and you still want to keep playing is to just sell all their items as well, just to give you some extra bit of gold.
Right, and it's and it makes a lot more sense that it waits for you to abandon to make it to where you can take their items, because I mean you can't do anything with their items anyway. So yeah, I'm basically echoing what you said. I do agree. I do agree wholeheartedly that that's a good change. That's good for the community, and for everybody who was saying that, oh, stop being a jerk, just don't DC, or stop being a noob, don't DC. What I have to say to you guys is you can't help it sometimes. Sometimes you have Toaster Net 2.0 fail on you.
Yeah, the advice should be don't rage quit.
Yeah, that should be the advice.
Because that's something that you can't control, right?
Clearly, he DC'd for a minute. He's rage quitting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, even though he was playing
He won this fight and he DC'd, so it must be rage quit, right?
Yeah, it must be a rage quit. It's like, oh, he just got a rampage and he DCs. This, totally. It's legit.
Yep.
All right, moving on to the next one is where is it? Fix the case. Wait, hold on. Did I skip one? Give me a second. I lost my track. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Fix the case where picking up an item owned by another player triggered an item combined using items from the owning player's stash. If the item was owned by an enemy player, this would combine and steal the whole item. So this is basically talking about what I did before, or sorry, talking about what I was talking about before, where basically Kunkka stole Tiny's 3 pieces of an Ags just with his point booster that he stole from, and it's actually kind of cool that they put both of those in there so they can prevent all the things. So basically, if somebody has like pieces of a Tranquil Boot and somebody steals like your last piece of it, and then they put their pieces around it and it combines, then that'll be very douchey. So they're basically fixing the things that make supports cringe, because this happens to support sometimes.
Yeah, didn't even know that this was a thing, to be honest. So, but yeah, bug fixes always just flat out good. Unless to some people that rely on this bug to be good in the game, but yeah.
Right, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like I said, those Reddit posts about this, which actually might make a lot of sense, because usually if it's I don't know if you guys are, I don't know if anybody who is listening to us follows Dota dev or the dev Dota 2 people, but if you go to the forums, they have like a list of like a list of bugs, and the people can report bugs there. And if they deem the bug as a severe bug, they'll put the bug in like a specific forum where nobody can access it except for devs or admins of the Dota dev site. And they do that because it's a severe bug. It's something that's game breaking. Like if you knew how to do this, you could probably win a lot of games. Yeah. And I feel like that this might have been one of those severe bugs, but it just so happened it got posted on Reddit, so they had to hurry up and act on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. So basically, like I said, that's repeating or the story I said before. Take that as like oh, that's why they did that. Moving on, 1v1 mode. Side towers are now always invulnerable.
Whatever. Who cares? Honestly, who cares?
Well, I mean, if you're playing Leshrac versus Leshrac and you just got Diabolical Edict and you got a lot of items, you can go kill tier 1 towers for free gold. That's like 2,000 gold.
Yeah, but then again, if the other guy's in mid, taking down your 2 towers, doesn't that also count towards the winning condition?
Yeah, good point. Okay, fair enough, Dragon. That's why there's 2 of us here. All right, bots. Moving on to that one. Add a new bot for AI. Add a new bot AI for Ricky. Add a new bot AI for Pudge. Add a new bot AI for Axe. And bots in solo bot matches will wear your equipped cosmetics. So first of all, they had Ricky, Pudge, and Axe.
More hats. I guess since most players already have a bunch of random cosmetics, like I do just from playing game, might as well add some more value by just having them shown in a different environment than normally. Because I mean, you sometimes people get cosmetics for heroes that they don't even play. So if they play against them in bot games, then it helps, right?
Yeah, I agree. It's like, oh my gosh, this this Kunkka has the whale tail blade, and like he throws out the little torrent, and you see the whale. It's like, oh look! I bought that. He has it, but he's using it against me. Damn it. Makes you feel all that much more better. But my thing is, they have Ricky, Pudge, and Axe. I'm not happy about the Pudge and Ricky part. I think it's gonna make a noob's life a lot more painful. Specifically, the Pudge part. Pudge bot on unfair. Do you know how bad that's gonna be?
What? Sorry, I was just.
Think about this. Pudge bot on unfair mode.
Oh yeah.
His hooks will hit you no matter, like, it doesn't matter. There's 20 creeps in front of you, his hook's probably still going to hit you.
So why do bots have to cheat?
Oh my gosh, did you see that post? Did you see that post?
I did.
I was like, okay, for everybody who's wondering what he's referring to, there was, somebody posted a picture. There was basically a Kunkka bot who was level 15, but he had 3 points of his ulti. And for all those who don't know, you have to wait till level 16 before you can put 3 points in your ulti on a normal hero. Specifically, Kunkka as well. He's included as a normal hero, or a typical hero. So Kunkka had 3 points in boat, and he was level 15. And the quote was, "Why do bots have to cheat?" And I do agree. I was kind of douchey. Kunkka has a level 3 boat. That's a 40-second cooldown. That's ridiculous. Anyway.
Yeah. Well. It's about games, right? It's not the biggest part about Dota. It's just a training tool.
But it's usually the first experience of Dota you get, and if somebody, and we all know that the default is hard.
If it's the first experience, you're not gonna play against unfair bots usually.
Yeah, you usually play against hard bots, which is just as bad. But
yeah, hard bots is alright, I guess. I mean, they still bunch up and try and kill you and just focus fire you, but still.
Mm-hmm. See, the best thing about hard bots is if they start chasing you, you know for a fact that they can kill you. Like they chain stun like nobody's business. So anyway, so that's the thing. Bots got changed. I'm a little bit sad about the Pudge bot though. I think it's gonna make people's life a little bit more. Actually, it might be better for the community overall. It's gonna hurt initially, but it'll teach them to not be in bad positions. So I guess it's fine. Moving on to the next step is going to be the workshop step, which is increase the size of the importer's preview, which is cool for people who do workshop stuff. Added particle system attachment points editing as part of the submission process for certain wearable items like Jar Ranger's bow.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Smoke, you're back!
Hey, finally.
Yeah, I just had to help my dad install a sink. No problem.
Just casual install of a sink.
Actually a faucet.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. I'm glad that you came back. I hope you didn't hurry up and get back. Hope you weren't running. Get it running, cause water and
stop.
Oh God.
All right. So Dragon's playing Dota, and you were gone, but we've made it all the way to the workshop section.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is because I do want to hear your reaction to the story I have to tell about the some of the item changes, but. We'll finish the workshop, and I'll go back into the items and re-mention it, and I just want to hear your reaction. So, workshop, fixed a bug where some model pages were being flipped back to the first page when opening a model that only needed the first page. I have not experienced this, but I would imagine that's a very nice convenience for people who do workshop things, so cool. And Smoke, can I have you read the next three under workshop?
Fix the attachment list not being initialized properly, which was leading to the default section being blank. Fix the bug where lighting in the preview would darken after the portrait editor was opened. Updated text to make it clearer that model budgets are in triangles, not polygons.
And like I said, all this stuff is kind of going over my head a little bit. I don't know, Dragon, aren't you like a graphics person?
The complete opposite, thank you.
I'm sorry. You're what?
I'm horrible at graphic stuff. Absolutely horrible.
No, you can draw really well. I mean, come on, that'll be something I put on my refrigerator, right?
What?
By
You're
the
a sick person if you do that.
Refrigerator art is usually like the biggest offense to artists, because I'm just saying. No offense if you put your art on your refrigerator, but
refrigerator art is the best art in the world.
That's okay. We won't go down this road. I didn't have a bad childhood, I swear. Anyway, Compendium tools. Several new features for third-party Compendium documentation at this page. What does this page lead me to? Let's see. Oh. Yep. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, okay. Do you guys know Chibasu?
No.
What?
Okay, you guys don't know Chibasu. But basically, there's this person named Chibasu. She's one of my friends, and I thought you guys knew her, but she has a team and stuff. But she made her own compendium, and she posts like things on Reddit, and it was really cool. It was really awesome. I'll try to find that link as well. But basically, people can make their own compendiums. Like third parties can make their compendiums. So they they being Valve, released some official documentation on how to make your own compendium. So there are new features added to the third-party compendiums, which is cool. So yay! Official compendiums, more reasons to have $10 tickets.
Sometimes those tickets are that expensive most of the time because it got to a point where there's a bunch of stuff bundled with it.
Yeah.
And that's a whole story that we could probably do a different kind of show about entirely. But the gist of you have to kind
of Dragon,
items.
What?
You keep cutting in and out. So it's like as soon as you get to your main point, you cut out.
I'll just get a little bit closer to Mike. The thing is, you have that kind of trade-off between having tickets for the games and having tickets for the items and everything that goes with it, right? So, at the end of the day, why do you have tickets? I mean, so people can watch games. That's how it started. But nowadays, some people, I think it's fair to say that some people just buy the tickets or the compendiums or whatever for the items and all the perks that they get from that.
Right.
And for me, it kind of undermines a little bit what Dota and what the competitive scene is about. I mean, they do rely on viewers. They do rely on that kind of income. But I don't know.
Wait, Smoke, any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns on that?
About what?
About what Dragon was just saying about
the compendium.
Yeah, compendium's becoming more of a thing of advertising as opposed to tickets being about the games. Like tickets are more about what you can get from it. And from an advertiser point of view, it's really great. But from a competitive person's point of view, it's like that defeats purpose. Because I gotta admit, when I got the TI3 or TI4, whatever TI this was, compendium, I just got the compendium and I didn't really watch many of the matches. So I kind of bought the ticket for the compendium.
If you don't like competitive games but still want shit, you buy the compendium. If you love competitive shit, you buy the compendium. It's a win-win.
Okay, I would agree. I would also agree with that to a certain extent. Although I will have to say that Dragon, sadly, I was one of those people who was like, "Oh man, there's so many cool things attached to this compendium. I'll buy it now." So,
yeah, I mean, financially, of course, it's a win-win. The thing is, I'm kind of an idealist sometimes in these kind of regards, and it's a little bit sad that a lot of people are missing out on what is the greatness of competitive Dota. Right?
Right. And also, guys, don't get me wrong. I didn't watch the games or a lot of the games in TI, not because I'm like don't care about the competitive scene, but it's more like I watch Dota all the time. It really doesn't matter if I see this happen. I'll hear about it, and then I'll watch it later. So that was my thing. What? That was my thing. That was totally my thing.
Spoilers: the finals were bad.
And see,
yeah.
and see, that's why sometimes it's beneficial to not follow the crowds and just do your own thing, right?
But the semis are really good.
Meh.
Anyway, moving
Next patch part is fixed test _local _compendium, not preaching or not pre-caching images the way the download path did, which resulted in subtle differences in some cases. I'm trying to dig into my computer knowledge, and I want to say that it's saying that I can't think. Uh, somebody else has to interpret that. My thought would be that it's not displaying some of the pages the way they should because it's trying to like load up the pages instead of caching them locally. So maybe that's what it's saying. Maybe. I don't know. That's my best guess. And the last one, fix Compendium video elements not working if they weren't using the legacy element path. Which that's very straightforward. So they have to use a certain type of path, and they fixed it to where the ones that weren't using that specific path were working. So or weren't working. So that's good. All right. So Smoy, you were gone for a while. You were fixing the sync. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So while you were gone, we talked about the item section. So I'm going to scroll back up to that. And within the item section, there were a few things that were changed that actually had the opportunity to read the Reddit post about them that were like, people who actually experienced it. And it's actually kind of cool to see the changes here now. But the main ones were the patch change of items on heroes controlled by players who have disconnected but not yet abandoned can no longer be dropped from their inventories.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That makes sense.
So there was actually, like I said, a Reddit post where somebody posted, like, they disconnected for like 2 minutes and they came back, and there was this douchebag on their team who thought they were going to lose anyway, and he took all of the items that were in his inventory, like from the person who DC'd, from his inventory, and just sat in the fountain and just complained about how bad the game was. And the person who reconnected in time, hadn't abandoned yet, essentially had no items like 20 minutes into the game or something like that.
That's wonderful.
So they basically changed it to where you can't take abandoned people's or people who are DC'd but have not yet abandoned items, which is great.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so the next one was actually two of them. First one was players can no longer store other players' unshareable items in their stash, and actually pretty much all the other ones. And the very last one fixed a case where picking up an item owned by another player triggered an item combine using items from the owning player's stash. If the item was owned by enemy player, this would combine and steal the whole item.
What?
So basically, like I said, there was a Reddit post about this as well, and basically what happened is that there was this Tiny who was building an Agam Scepter, as Tinies do in a normal game, and he had a partner Wisp, and Wisp was for some reason carrying the point booster around. So Wisp had the point booster and just went and dropped on the ground, did something, and there was this enemy hero, let's just say Kunkka, and Kunkka just walks up, takes the point booster, and walks away. And Wisp is like, oh darn, I lost a point booster, whatever. So Tiny hadn't really paid attention to what was going on, buys the last 3 pieces of his Agam Scepter, keeps them in his stash, and Kunkka's like, LOL, I'm gonna go put this in my base. You no longer have a point booster. We're delaying his Ags. I'm helping. So he takes the point booster, puts it in his stash, and as soon as Kunkka puts it in his stash, an Agam Scepter is built in its place, and Tiny loses 3 pieces to an Ags.
Ooh.
So basically, Tiny literally lost 4,200 gold because Kunkka stole a 1,200 gold item.
That's pretty gross.
So that happened. Like someone actually posted like a legit, this is what happened, and they posted like the match, and I didn't actually go and watch it, but from the reaction, I could tell it's legit.
That seems pretty hacks.
it was pretty nasty. So that happened. That's why that change is there. Let's explain the story behind that one. And also, it's really interesting as well because I don't know if you guys hang out the Dota dev page, but they have like a specific section of like bugs. They have a different level of bugs, like minor bugs, major bugs, and severe bugs. And I'm pretty sure that was like a severe bug, like the whole item being stolen. And they usually post severe bugs in like the hidden section where nobody can get to except for forum admins. But because it was posted on Reddit, I think that might have got pushed a little bit faster because now it's a public knowledge that if you steal somebody's item and put it in your stash, you can steal everything else. So, yeah. Cool stuff.
That's pretty sick.
So those are the main things you missed. And for anybody who missed the other first parts where I was talking about, you got to hear that story twice. I will find that Reddit link so I can try to link it to you guys so you can check out that I'm not like BSing you or anything. But I'll post that eventually. We're gonna get that. That's more or less it. So overall impressions, Smoy, of the patch. Which is
Techies.
Techies?
That about sums it up, yeah.
Just Techies.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play Techies and die 60 times, like at the International, because those are my heroes.
At the International?
Yeah.
But come on.
That's when Techies got revealed.
Yeah.
And it was pretty hot.
Oh wait. Hold on. They actually played Techies at the International?
Yeah, I mean
Oh my gosh.
not in the official games, but like
Mhm.
in the unofficial games, in one of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, I missed that. I missed that because I wasn't paying attention.
We need what? We're kind of done with the hangout thing, right? With the patch
Not,
analysis.
not just yet. Not just yet. Not just yet.
Trying to
I was-
ditch?
I know, right?
Drag and drop.
I'm
Fastest
just
drop in
gonna
North Korea.
just gonna
Just
write
because
it
you
in
play
Skype.
Skyward Mage, sir. Just because you play Skyward Mage. No. But hey, Dragon. Before we do let you go though, because we can go ahead and let you drop out. But that's what's your final analysis on the Soul Time patch.
Techies.
Come on, it's gonna be a little bit more than that.
See, drag and drop's clever.
Fair
Well,
enough.
we
fair
already
enough.
talked about what Techies would probably do to the pop scene. It's still gonna be a while until he comes into competitive, so we can talk about that if the time ever comes.
Wait. When you say a while, are you talking like Slark into campus mode a while, or we're talking Half-Life 3 a while?
Only Half-Life 3 a while.
I
would
have
agree.
5 fingers on one hand. 5 minus 2 is 3. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
No.
Maybe a normal while until he gets into CM, and then a Half-Life 3 while until he actually gets picked up by someone in a competitive match.
Yeah, I can't wait till that day.
I would agree.
It's probably gonna be.
That's almost like a Sven pick. That's almost like a Sven for carry pick. Wow. Okay, that's fair enough. We'll call it that, because for some reason nobody picked Sven until after the international. Then it's like, holy crap, Sven can actually kill people.
Have you
Wait, what
guys seen Navi and how they like broke up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. But hey, that's not what this show. This show's about the patch. But we can talk about it briefly. Tell us, Moif, what happened?
They broke up and I was sad because I love Puppy. But
Yes.
Puppy left.
Didn't Puppy, Denny, and Kuroki, didn't they all go their separate ways?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's more or less what the Reddit's been talking about. I've been pretty much reading Reddit. Like, I haven't been doing much as far as, like, paying attention, except for on Reddit. So I feel bad now. I feel dirty. No offense to anybody who hangs on Reddit.
I'm wearing a Navi like wristband, but Navi broke up, so I don't know what to do anymore with my life.
Clearly, Smurf is not a fanboy. He likes Alliance.
Yeah.
We still have Dedney.
They do still have Denendi.
It's pronounced Denetti.
Denendi.
Dundo.
Alright, but yeah, that's basically about it. Hold on, actually no. To add on to the fuel to the fire, isn't there like a Navi? There's a Navi US and there's like a Navi international team, isn't there?
There's Navi from Ukraine, the original Navi, if you will, and then there's Navi North America, which were the North American rejects previously.
The North
So
American.
that's
Wait, that was their name?
Yeah.
Are they still the rejects?
That's what I was about to say. Are they? I mean, because if I recall correctly, if I recall correctly, they were the ones who won the NA section, or like
what?
a second, for the international, the North American rejects.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
they
they
may be
won,
rejects.
and Team Liquid came in second and played their way through the play-ins.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a good move for a whole entire Nauticus Vinair, how do you pronounce that?
Natus vincere.
What he said. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and end it there. That's going to be it for this video, guys. This has been the first video that Cass has posted in a long time. It's been a hangout. It's been rough. But don't worry, guys. Techies. Just like that.
Yep.
Techies.
Okay. They're gorgeous.
Good
Look at
outro.
them.
Good outro.
Is it supposed to be 3 of them? Or is it just 2 of them?
It's
Techies.
3. It's 3.
Where's the 3rd one?
In the
bottom?
barrel. It's in the barrel.
Oh, I see. Wait, really?
I think the
Is it
feet
just
like.
2?
No, there's 3. There's 2 guys that you can see really, and then the 3rd one is in the barrel, I think.
Are you serious?
You can see his feet. Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe you. No, this is just not one of the. Hold on. Now I have a mystery to solve. Darn it.
No,
See,
it's
we
2,
were almost.
dude.
We were almost done, Dragon, and you just had.
Oh yeah, there are 3. There are 3. No.
Squeeze, spleen, and spoon. The techies.
Oh my god.
What's your problem, man? What's your
You're a
problem?
squeeze, spleen, spoon.
Yeah, there's 3 of them, but there's only. What does he look like though? Clearly he doesn't exist because we can't see what he looks like. Come on, guys.
Yeah, if you can't see it with your eyes, it doesn't exist.
He's in a freaking barrel.
Light doesn't exist.
But see, he can't be in the barrel because I'll be totally like, I'll be like misogynistic. Okay, wrong word.
Misogynistic with a twist.
Wrong word. Hold on, wrong word.
Trigger finger itch and all I kill this time.
Yeah, this show is starting to decline. So let's go ahead and end it here. Could you guys go from left to right? Starting with Dragon and then on to me at the end. Just let everybody know who you are, where they can find you if they want to check out more stuff from you, and what else. Also, what do you do? There you go. So Dragon.
I was
Dragon?
third. Alright, anyway, I'm Dragon Drop. You can find me on Twitter at Dragon Drop Dota, also on Twitch at the same time. I do some casting. Yeah, that's about it.
That's it. I can't spell. I'm trying to spell Dragon Drop. Hold on, Hold on.
Dragon Drop Dota.
Okay, I couldn't
It's not
spell
that
it.
hard. It's a dragon, you drop the dragon, and then you add a Dota, and then it's Dragon Drop Dota.
Dragon.
Hey, I can see you've casted some things for Join Dota League.
Yes! On Join Dota Community, even.
Hey, you posted something on Twitter. It says,
Yes, I am on Twitter, I just told you that.
Holy greetings from Earth, Liquid, Godslayer, Team Liquid Pro. I don't get it.
He beat
Yeah,
Flash.
no, not really. He did end up losing 3-2, but the first 2 games that he won was absolutely awesome, so...
So not such a Godslayer then.
Well, for 2 games at least.
God slower downer.
He's still great. I love him.
Wait, whoa. You playing the Staff Cup? What?
I wish.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so so that's Dragon Drop. They can find you there. They can find you on those pages. I showed them your Twitter, and we're staring at it right now. So guys, go check him out. Really cool person, really cool stuff. And he has, if you guys are in my area, he has an accent of a tree.
What?
Right? You have an
He
accent of a
sounds
tree.
lovely.
You have the accent of a tree. We've established this a long time ago.
He definitely sounds like he's from Germany.
He sounds like he's a tree.
I'm gonna hang up now.
It's Swipe. Go ahead and let us know where we can find you and more about you as well.
So not quite as famous as Dragon Drop or as Cool Blue, but I have a YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/smoiftv. I have a nice new banner now. I have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/smoith, and I
You said Twitch.
cast
That's funny.
Dota.
I'm sorry.
I cast Dota, and sometimes I play Pokemon as well. So if you're into those 2 things, my channel is good for those.
Now, how much Pokemon stuff are you doing now?
Well, recently I've been streaming Pokemon pretty often. But I do still want to cast Dota because I kind of need an occasion to cast. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It all makes sense, guys. It's okay. It's okay, Smoke. You don't have to love us anymore. You can just go away. You can just go away, man.
That's about that.
And the very last person on this list is me, of course, because that's still Smoke's Thunder. I am Cool Blue. You guys may know me from my YouTube channel, where I post my main things, and also I'm the one who runs CasNet with air quotes, which is why there's no videos been posted for like a month. And check me out, all my stuff, and I post videos. I'm gonna have 2 channels, not including this one. CasNet. I'm sorry. Cool Blue Dota, which is this channel right here. Also have my vlog channel, which is Cool Blue Vlogs. You can go check out both those channels. I'm not going to bother telling you guys the links. I'll post them in the description, as well as everybody else's links as well. And that's more or less about it. I cast Dota. I also do vlogs on the community and stuff. And I run CasNet as well. That's about it. So yeah, with all that said and done, this has been probably one of the most silliest videos you guys will ever see in your entire life of patch analysis for Dota 2. This has been the game series game analysis on CasNet. So thank you, CasNet, for letting us post these videos here. You're welcome, Cool Blue. Thank you, CasNet. And yeah, that's really about this video. So final words from Dragon Drop. Fair enough.
I'm gonna disconnect now.
I'm gonna
Says
agree.
Dragon Drop.
I will hang up now, yes. How do I do that?
I don't know how to leave. That's the only reason I haven't.
You like hover. You come to the top of the screen. That's like that's telephone red button thing.
It's like, I'm gonna leave now. Forgets how to leave. And final words from Smoy. Final words. Final words.
I
man.
love you guys.
Like back in the ICQ days, I had one guy that told me, "Hey, I'm gonna put you on my ignore list," and then after that, he was like, "How do I do that exactly?"
This is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill you. Wait, can you tell me how to do that first? No, it's okay. It's not awkward. No, it's more awkward if you tell somebody goodbye and you walk in the same direction and their car is right next to you. That happens.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
It's like, all right, man, I'll see you on Monday, and we walked to the same exact direction. His car was literally right beside mine.
And then he rear-ended you.
No, he didn't. But it was just funny because I was like, we said we'll see each other later at the end of the elevator, and by the time we got to the car, we realized we were parked beside each other. It was unnerving. That's really about it. Smoy. Sorry, I was gonna ask for last words, but you like totally derailed our train of thought.
Techies.
Techies.
I would agree. Yes. Techies is a good way to end it. And that's it for this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it before it degrades even further. Like I said, CasNet. Go check us out. We have interviews and stuff. We also have other things like this video, which is this video series, which is game analysis. We'll probably have more game analysis in the future, since these are relatively easy to do. And we'll soon have a spotlight series where we'll feature specific people and say, hey, go check them out. They're really cool. And you guys will be like, yeah, awesome. More people to watch. So that's really about it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, we'll see you guys whenever.